Can I tell you guys about my Shibuya incident? Can I tell you about my Shibuya incident? Okay, the Shibuya incident. So, okay, this entire trip, one in the chat if you've seen my latest tweet. If you haven't, look at it right now, okay? If you haven't, check out my Twitter because I try to post there every day. But I have been trying to get a rental boyfriend since I've come to Japan. It's not even that like I need one. I don't need a rental boyfriend. I'm not actually like in need of a rental boyfriend. I just think it'd be funny, and if I got one, I would stream it and you guys could see it. Like, I think it'd be funny. Like, I think it'd be kind of funny. It'd be a funny YouTube video or something. It'd be a funny stream so that you guys can help me out, and then you guys can help basically go on the date with the rental boyfriend. I think it'd be kind of funny. So I was like, oh, you know, I would try to have it become a stream thing. I just think it'd be kind of nice. Not your boyfriend, our boyfriend. Yeah, you guys would get the BFE, the boyfriend experience. So I was like, oh my god, I really want to look for one. I don't know which service or like who to work with. There's a couple that I've seen, but like I want to see if there's other options, maybe some that are a little bit more affordable. So I was walking down the streets of Shibuya with Kiana, and we saw these tall men. Okay, we saw these tall men, and there's like a blonde guy, there's a guy with silver hair, there's like they just look like they were pulled out of a fashion magazine. Like they're tall, like 6 feet tall men, and they're holding little flyers, and I'm like, whoa, these guys are kind of tall. And Kiana looks at me and she's like, you know, I think they might be rental boyfriends. And I was like, do you think so? She's like, yeah, I think they're rental boyfriends. I was like, I don't think they're rental boyfriends. I feel like that's gotta be wrong. She's like, okay, I mean, I guess you're right. So we continue walking. I look down on the floor afterwards, and there's a picture of these like 6 guys with QR codes on them with times and dates. And I'm like, what the hell do I do? What the f? I missed my opportunity. Like, I could have gotten a rental boyfriend, and I passed it up for no reason. I should have gone back. I should have asked them. I fumbled. And so the next day, I'm like, guys, I'm so sad. I cannot believe it. Like, why? How did this all go wrong? Why do I mess things up always before even starting it? Like, I didn't even get to talk to this guy and ask him to be my rental boyfriend, and now all of a sudden I can't even. No. And so I'm joking about it, and I'm like screaming, and I'm like, please, I need my rental boyfriend, while I'm with Demi, Kiana, and Cordell, and they're all walking with me down the streets of Shibuya, and I'm like, oh my god, I need my rental boyfriend. You guys know what to do with Clint. We get up to like the intersection, and all of a sudden there's so many tall men in front of me, and I'm like, oh my god. And they're like, Toma, I think those are the guys we were looking at. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think we need to leave. I think we need to go home now, immediately. I think this is necessary. We need to leave right now. I do not want one anymore. I was just joking, guys. I was joking. You know, I'm just a silly goober. I love joking around. I would never actually want to talk to a guy, and I don't know. I don't want a rental boyfriend. Please. And they convince me, not really convince, they like force me to talk to one after an hour of me like talking about how I didn't need a rental boyfriend, because they're like, Toma, this is the grave that you dug yourself. This is the hole in the ground that you planned out yourself. Get in there. Sit in that funny little square in the ground. Come on. Sit there. Come on, Toma VTuber. You can do it. Please no. And I'm like joking with Cordell, and I'm like, Cordell, you can just go ask someone if they're a rental boyfriend. Cordell goes over. I get embarrassed, so I start running away. I run away from the scene. Kiana's recording. So she's recording, Kiana's recording, Cordell is actually the wingman, and Demi is just making sure that I'm not running away too far, because I'm like, oh, I need to look away. And Cordell goes like, my friend, rental boyfriend, and points in the direction that I was standing in. But when he points there, I'm no longer there. So the guy is just like, Eto, what? And Cordell's like, no, my tomodachi rental boyfriend, please, onegai shimasu, sumimasen. And he's like, where? And he's like, looking, here. And at this point, I get pulled to the circle, and this guy's like, hello, and gives me a piece of paper, and I'm like, hello. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, hey, like, what is this guy? Like, what is his deal? Is he a rental boyfriend? Like, is he just here? What's the vibe? And then he starts talking, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? And this guy's like, I have debut? And I'm like, debut? Like a VTuber? And he's like, debut? Tomorrow? No, next week. I have a debut next week, and you should come. First time is free, and debut I have in this and I didn't know what to do, and I was like frustrated, and I was shy, and I was like, you know what? I don't even want to take too much time here. And I was like, oh, Nihongo demo daijoubu desu. And he was like, oh, and he gave me this look like, so why did you make me suffer for the past 10 minutes? And I was just like, bleh, oopsies. I was feeling silly. I just didn't think about it, you know? I was letting him speak because he seemed like he was having a good time. And I was just like, yeah, no, Japanese is okay too. And he was like, yeah, we're debuting next week if you want to come by. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, is there a thing I should follow? And he was like, yeah, here's this website. And I was like, okay, so I follow the website and then I come to your debut? And he was like, yes. And I was like, wait, so what is this? What are you? And he was like, I'm an idol. And I'm like, wait, what? That's not a rental boyfriend. What the did we just sign up for? We're not what? That's not a rental boyfriend. And he's like, yeah, no, dates? No dates. And I was like, what? And he was like, no dates. And I'm like, why no date? Why no date? Aren't you a rental boyfriend? And he's like, no, I'm an idol, like an underground idol. I'm trying to debut. I debut next week. And I was like, oh shit. So I did like the opposite of finding a rental boyfriend. I found someone that literally cannot date. And I was like, okay, that's really cool. Really exciting. And then they were like, here, let me have you follow my group's Twitter. And I was like, okay, yeah, you can follow my okay, yeah, I'll give you my Twitter. And then he started following his other team members, but he didn't introduce them to me. He was just like, my friend. And I was like, you've made me follow like 10 people. I don't know who any of these people are. And this is on my main account, by the way. This is my main Twitter account, like twitter.com/sliceoftoma. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about following these like 10 random guys. Like, who are they? And this guy's like, oh, my friend. And I'm like, I don't know who your friends are. You didn't tell me their name. And I was like, I don't want to follow your friends. I want to follow only you. You, my Oshi now. You, me, I'm big fan. Die fan desu. And he was like, oh, I understand. Me, die fan? And I'm like, yeah, die fan. And then he starts removing his friends. He straight up was like, okay, yeah, sure, fair enough. And he removed all of his friends from my follower list except for himself. No way. I was like, no, I was just joking. Like, you don't have to do that. And he was like, no, I will remove all of them. And I'm like, okay. So we're looking at that. We're like, okay. I don't know if we can make it to that specific concert, but maybe we can look around and we can see like a different one. Okay, we can go to a different one. And so Cordell goes to another guy. Okay, second guy. And then he's like, sumimasen, rental boyfriend? My tomodachi, please? And they're like, no. Idol. And he's like, oh, idol. Oh, understand, idol. So it's like a second idol group, and we're like, oh my god, okay, understand. Yes, we're nodding. Understand. So then they come over, they give us a flyer, and I'm like, okay, but like, can Cordell come? Because Cordell's a guy, right? So I'm like, okay, let's ask. So Cordell asked, he asked, and he's like, hey, can I come even though I'm a guy? And they're like, no men. And he's like, whoa, what? Why not? And they're just like, no men. Only girl can come to the concert. And he's like, wait, I wanted to go. I'm Die fan. He really went ahead and said, I'm Die fan. And I was like, oh my god, Die fan. And they still wouldn't let him in. So I told him, Cordell, you should have just went ahead and said, gay des. Watashi wa gay des. Die fan. Can I come, please? Like, you should have just done that. You should have just worn a wig. Ally desu. Gay des. And he should have just worn a wig, worn a little dress, and just waltzed in. Like, he should have. Like, what's the worst that could happen, right? So, unfortunately, we couldn't go with that one either. So we're about to leave, and I was like, guys, I'll be so honest, Cordell does not have good taste. All of these guys that Cordell is choosing, they are not, like, what's going on, Cordell? There's one guy that literally looks like Gojo, and you chose, like, the complete opposite guy. This is like me telling you I like one anime, and you going, this one's an anime, and just giving me a random anime piece of merch. Like, what is this? Cordell, there's literally Gojo in the flesh, silver hair. Like, let me live out my Gojo fantasies.